Hey, welcome back to Pro Tips. Today, what is almost evening here, I wanted to talk about this idea of email campaigns and why it's so critical. And if you think you know what email campaigns are, bear with me for this very brief video. Look, here's how emails can be used effectively in RapidFunnel to create tremendous success. Understand, and you already know this, that the vast majority of people that get prospected in your organization, after the first week or two, the ball gets dropped. People do not follow up with people the way they should. And by most leaders' accounts, they will tell you that 95% plus of people do not get followed up with appropriately after a good initial exposure. What system do you have in place to make sure that this does not happen? Well, in RapidFunnel, we have an opt-in rate on average of about 60% when it's done properly, right? Across all accounts, it's about 32%, but it's not always done properly. When it's done properly, you can almost guarantee a 60% opt-in rate. Now, imagine this. Every person that gets prospected, if you use email campaigns effectively, we can get the majority of those people into a campaign. That campaign is pre-written for each individual distributor, rep, or agent, associate, whatever, and the prospect drops into that campaign. So they're not the right person at the right time right this second, but they are the right person at the right time later. It's just a timing issue. And an email campaign can go for 2 or 3 years. You only drop one email every 30, 60 to 90 days. And in that email is a link. So we know when the prospect clicks on the link, the individual distributor knows when the prospect clicks on the link. The algorithm is telling the distributor they have a new hot prospect, because all of a sudden the right person becomes the right time. They start clicking on links. They get a push notification to their app. It says you have a new hot prospect, or this prospect just looked at information, or they click on the activity log, and chronologically they can see everybody that day who's clicking on information. And then they're smart enough to go, hey, let me send them a quick text message. And they do that, and all of a sudden, the hot prospect at the right time, right, with the right information, they're interested. Email campaigns are so powerful, but there's a few things that have to be done to make them really effective. First of all, understand it's a long tail strategy. We're not using email to convert people in a short window of time. These are people, one of two categories. Either I know when I prospect them, I'm probably not going to follow up. Let's be honest. Sometimes that's just the case. We don't think they're the right person, or we're buried, or whatever it may be. Drop them in an email campaign. Teach your team to do that. Number two is you did follow up, and now you want to call them and go, hey, it seems like the timing's not perfect. No worries. Text them. The timing's not perfect. I'd love to stay in touch. Is that okay? They say okay. Boom. The next message says, great. I just sent you an email. Would you check it? I want to make sure I don't end up in your spam folder. And now they're in a campaign. But you've got to teach this. Okay, also, it's a way to re-engage inactive distributors. How? Because if they effectively put 50 or 100 people into a campaign, some of those people are going to raise their hand and want to get started, want to buy the product. And all of a sudden, the distributor that lost their focus, they fell away from the business, is realizing they've got prospects. They've got people who are interested, and it often will bring them back into the game. So as a leader, that's the only person that gets these videos, guys. Leverage email campaigns. Write a really effective email campaign. Understand that we have the data for you. We know the opt-in rate, the play rate, the engagement rate, right, of every single email within a campaign. So we can change the subject line, the body, the link, so we can just keep improving this email campaign and make it more and more effective. It's really powerful. All the emails are CAM spam compliant. In some cases, we can make them single opt-in. Most of the time, they're double opt-in, but this is important. And then last but not least, is you have resources like free secrets pages, lead magnet pages, or surveys that you can have a free offer and they drop immediately into the email campaign. So often a well-crafted free secrets page, for every time it's posted, it will generate 60 to 100% of the time of the leads, of the number of times it's posted, it'll generate a qualified lead. And that lead can automatically be dropped into an email campaign. And that email campaign can be a single email to get them to opt in. And then we don't drop another email for 20 or 30 days. Why would we do this? It gives people a window of time to do their normal prospecting. And then the fail safe becomes they were dropped into an email campaign. It's really an incredible strategy if you know how to use email campaigns effectively. Listen, let your account exec or let me know directly, is this information valuable to you? And what would you like to hear more about? How to leverage leaderboards, push notifications, broadcast emails, creating free secrets pages. I mean, there's a list 100 miles long of the different features that we leverage in RapidFunnel. Let us know how we can help you be more effective. All the best.